A sea of skyscrapers, street art bursting from walls, and the sheer energy that takes your breath away. Welcome to São Paulo, a city that thinks big and lives even bigger. Sprawling across a high plateau, about an hour's flight from Rio, this is one of the Southern Hemisphere's largest and most diverse cities. And with all those people, over 11 million, it's no surprise that this is Brazil's artistic and cultural capital. Here, creativity doesn't sit still. It shines in museums, celebrating the classic and cutting edge. It whispers from the old facades, sitting alongside modernist marvels. It sizzles in the city's international flavors and on the dance floors of samba houses. São Paulo is a living canvas, one that's constantly evolving. So grab your walking shoes and let's start exploring. São Paulo is a city of museums, and one of its most famous is MASP, São Paulo's Museum of Art. What makes it so iconic? Head to the top floor, where paintings mounted on glass easels appear to float in mid-air. There's no set route, just wander through the gallery, coming face to face with artworks that span the centuries and the continents. If you're really into art, why not time your visit for the São Paulo Art Biennial? Every 2 years, this boundary-pushing extravaganza takes over Cecílio Matarazzo Pavilion, filling its vast halls with contemporary works from across the global south. And you can experience it all without spending a single real. If your tastes lean more towards the lived-in, simply look around. Street art is everywhere in São Paulo, but for one of the city's most colorful corners. Head to Beco do Batman. What started 40 years ago with a single mural of the Caped Crusader has exploded into a celebration of visual arts and community spirit. Stick around to enjoy casual cafes, craft stalls, and laid-back bars. This is São Paulo in full color. São Paulo's creativity runs deeper than its paintings and murals. It's built into the city itself with layers of architectural influences from around the world. Downtown, the imposing Theatro Municipal is impossible to miss. Taking cues from the great opera houses of Europe, its stained glass, marble staircases, and ornate sculptures steal the show. One building on the São Paulo skyline that might look a little familiar is Farol Santander. Inspired by New York's Empire State Building, it soars 35 stories above the city. Explore its Art Deco interiors, restaurants and exhibition spaces, then head to the observation deck for superb downtown views. São Paulo's Japanese community has made its mark on the skyline too, from the cypress and washi paper exterior of Japan House São Paulo to the Instituto Tomiotaki, a dynamic exhibition space named after one of Brazil's most celebrated artists. For a taste of traditional Brazil, head to the Municipal Market, where light pours in over stalls piled high with native fruits, spices, and sides of beef ready for the barbecue. And while you are here, sink your teeth into one of Mercadão's famous giant mortadella sandwiches. São Paulo's reputation as a great foodie city is growing, with dozens of cultures adding their own flavors to the mix. When you are in the mood for sushi, ramen, or takoyaki, Liberdade is the place to be. This is São Paulo's Japantown, where you will find torii gates and lanterns blazing in the Brazilian sunshine and familiar pop culture characters everywhere. For the best eating, stroll along Rua Galvão Bueno. It's lined with casual ramen bars, traditional restaurants, and Asian grocery stores. Or hang around Praça da Liberdade for snack food stalls and markets. If you're craving Mediterranean flavors, make your way to Bela Vista, aka Bexiga, São Paulo's Little Italy. With a cantina on every corner, the vibe here is Italian with a Brazilian twist. Ready for some fresh air? It may be an urban metropolis, but São Paulo has plenty of lush retreats. And even there, the city's cultural side is never far away. Just west of the city center, Ibirapuera Park is São Paulo's green lung. Paulistanos come here to cycle its looping trails or just stretch out by the lake. Throughout the park, you will spot what look like spaceships, but look again. These are actually cultural centers, exhibition halls, and museums. If you visit just one, make it the Museu Afro-Brasileiro, where art and artifacts highlight the history, culture, and influence of Afro-Brazilian communities. For something quieter, the Botanical Garden offers a more tranquil pace. It's a perfect day out for plant lovers, with paths winding through one of the largest preserved remnants of Brazil's Atlantic forest. And back in the city center, sitting beside the celebrated Pinacoteca Museum, Jardim da Luz is a green pause with a sculptured garden tucked among the trees. São Paulo's nights are long, late, and full of choice, with a rhythm to match every mood. Bohemian Vila Madalena is the go-to neighborhood for bar hopping. On Ruas Picuelta, drop into a boteco for beers and plate of petiscos. Then, follow the sound of live music. Vila Madalena is full of samba houses, where you can lose yourself to Brazilian beats till morning. If you prefer something a little more high-end, make your way to Itaim Bibi. The scene here is sleek and refined. Think restaurant terraces, cocktail lounges, and front row seats to the sparkling São Paulo skyline. For a little bit of everything, try Avenida Paulista, where you can choose between lively al fresco restaurants and casual bars. São Paulo is always creating, always evolving. This is a city shaped by the people who pass through and the ones who stay, where the creative culture isn't just something to look at, but something you step into, taste, hear, and help bring to life. So come and make your own mark. Like any great work of art, São Paulo is never truly finished.